Not all people who are manipulative are extroverted. Okay? There are some people who are master manipulators who are isolated, okay? Meaning that they do a lot of things behind closed doors. They're not necessarily always on the forefront, okay? But if you are an individual who's hosting a party, okay? So let's put a little bit of normality in it just to ease it up a little bit, you guys. Cool down the fire, okay? You drop a little ice cube in it. So you're an individual who's hosting a party. If you know that you're hosting a party and let's say that, you know, Christina is really extroverted and she knows how to work a room. You know that you're introverted. Why are you hosting the party? I'm an introvert. Why would I host a party when I know that Christina is the life of the party? Why would I do that? When I can just get Christina to do it. Right? That's what it's about. And a lot of times when you're dealing with jealous and envious people, right? They are always seeking to be the center of attention and they don't allow other people to shine, and they will ruin their entire empire because they are jealous and envious of someone. This is what I want you guys to understand, right? When we're dealing with jealousy and envy here on this particular platform, don't think of things as a perspective from a one-way angle here, because we're also assisting people. What I do here is I assist people who actually experience these things, because you know why? I know that there are a lot of internal issues that many people are experiencing. Some of you guys were raised in households where there was a lot of competitiveness, where you had a parent that, you know, showed more attention to another individual in the family, and that it messed with you. It messed with your head. And now you're carrying this same childhood trauma into areas of your life, and you're harming other people because you haven't gotten over those things. And if we don't learn how to acknowledge that things are toxic and this is inappropriate behavior, we're never going to get to the bottom of it. And many of you guys are going to suffer greatly because, listen, manipulation and getting over on people isn't going to always work. People are now out here getting information. There are so many people who are gaining so much information on narcissism. How long do you think your guys are going to survive in this? How long? Do you think that you're going to be able to use these tactics on people and you think you're going to be successful and that you're the most clever person it is? We know. We're now aware of you. We can see you. And eventually, people are going to see you. So you need to get help. Understand that you've been through something. So, on that notion, when you are hosting something and you can see that, you know, Natalie, you know, she bakes better bundt cakes. Your bundt cakes are dry. And you know it. You know she does a good job. Allow Natalie to do that. This is how you do things in a group effort, and allow her to do it the way that she does it. This is the thing too, because there are some people who will allow a person to assist them, but then they still have a form of control over that person, so they're not operating freely. Do you know how much of a thing that you can accomplish? Do you know how much you can accomplish if you allow people to operate in their authenticity? Do you know how much you really can? How things will flourish if everybody's being authentic. That means that everybody's now in their own role. They're in their role now. Because there are a lot of people who are in roles and in positions that they ought not to be in because they're not suited for that. Why are you operating in a role that requires you to have empathy and you're a narcissist? Why are you working with people that you're required to be compassionate towards? And you're a narcissist. And many narcissistic individuals, they love to be around people that that they feel are beneath them. So they'll do things like, they'll work with the homeless, they'll do things like that, charity and different things of that sort, because you know why? It makes them feel good to see people worship them. When people have a form of gratitude. Now, this is the thing that becomes very interesting with that, is that a simple thank you isn't good enough for them. No, they want you to praise them. This is what they want. They want you to follow them around like a puppy dog. They don't want you to say thank you. What's a thank you? They don't want that. They want you to tell people how nice they are. Tell them. So that way, when they decide to harm you, because you've already spoken so highly about them, when they decide to turn on you, now you'll be discredited, because didn't you say that this person was a really good person? And the narcissist is going to say, this person did me so wrong.